Odin next. What's that? Perverse mother's boy gonna throw at us? Hey. So, you know, I was trying and recap myself what's been going on. Ultima, he's about it, isn't he? Doing things. He's the obligatory voice in the head of the main character. Conflict. Hates everybody. Gonna blow up the world. He's you know, he should get over it, shouldn't he? Cheer up. Anyway, probably lots of, in all honesty. Well, I don't know. See how long was? I don't even know. Just play it for a bit.
It will take time to come to terms with everything that happened in the Dominion. But time is the one thing we always seem to lack.
Well, they're playing the sad tunes, so something. What happened? That was his mother died. He hated his mother though. Josh, I don't know if Joshua died. He's the Phoenix anyway. That's why he came back. Look. Anyway, just enjoy it, or try to. No status effects in this game. That'll be DLC, no doubt. One would hope, eh?
Still alive, are you?
I am. Karen, ask about the sky. Oh, sorry. They didn't pay her for all of it. There's a bit of eerie silence. I hear some silly things now. Oh, that's no good. I hope you're not expecting me to explain these skies. Oh, is it as the did Ultima do that? I can't remember what happened. It was too, you know. Well, he's probably done that. That's what usually happens. This, you know. It's a hazard, I guess. I dare say it with the end of the world.
The whole realm's in chaos.
Yeah, fucking hell. I've had orders cancelled on me left and right. And that's from a few associates I haven't lost contact with.
As the old saying goes.
Turned out nice again. There's opportunity in adversity. The market for sharp steel's more bullish than ever. Well, you know, you can read, can't you? One would hope. I'll browse Sharon's door. You've got my diamond sword, Karen. I don't need it.
Is that all?
I've better shit, mate.
So what do I owe the honor? Fretting about us, guys.
I didn't even appreciate that that is something that had happened.
Unless that is...
Showing the birds.
See that sword of yours stays oiled.
Is that double meaning? Does he mean scaring them away? Or giving them horseshoes? Let's go and see what Mid's up to. She's brilliant. Built me airship yet, Mid?
Yep.
Yeah, I want to use
What's
the
that for
forge.
you, dear?
Brightburn. I think that's what we want.
No scratches, right?
Better than Excalibur. What are they playing at? Jizz your Excalibur load early on there. You gotta save that till you like the best
Anything
sword.
else? Trouble with your gear, or what's that for you, dear?
I'm looking for car insurance.
Anything else?
Oh, what's he got to say?
The battle cries of dread won't die. In ruin lies less. As shrinks the glim, so spirits dim. Unanswered
That's why this guy's here. This guy's here to listen to, and that's when you do your whoring business. This is a decent tune, though. No, it is. Well, I don't know, it wasn't, but you know. Right, come on. Let's see what Nectar's up to. What is the sky like? Looks fine to me. I'm surprised Karen. This is what the skies look like in Manchester.
We're all doomed.
Otherwise, Karen's not. Wouldn't surprise that sky. Wouldn't surprise her.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Just a bit overcast.
What do you make of them skies then? The luminous what?
How may I help you today, Clive? It's not true.
Well, we might have been told why the world's ending. Something to do with Clive being a vessel for Ultima, and I don't know, his mother killed herself. She didn't need to do that, but we finished with her. We finished with her in the story, and also we'd finished with the Holy Roman Emperor. His son's dead, so we don't need him anymore. So he's just gonna get. Well, he's part of that, I suppose. So anyway.
We've lost so much already.
Yeah, if the whole
I'll
world
be here
ends,
waiting.
it kind of doesn't really matter, does
Fancy a
it?
look at the list, do you? I don't mean to be gloomy.
Escrow.
They need all the help they can get. You watch yourself out there, all right?
Nectar. He's got no opinion on the end of the world. Shocked. I, for one, am shocked. Shocked, I tell you, that certain members of your very own species have earned themselves a place in this rogue's gallery. My goodness. Evil does as evil does, and it is every hero's duty to vanquish it, no matter how close to home it might appear. He's made me laugh a few times, his old Nectar the Bold. Put that on silent. Right, very professional this. Right, we've got loads. Who's he? The 10 of clubs. Ah, see what they're doing. Very, No, because he doesn't even have a club. He's only a B as well. Oh, where's he? Dalmechia. Vermeer. Very good.
What are you making them skies then?
Alright, Otto. You
How far's
flag.
the realm? The realm?
The
Oh, she's
realm.
just fine. As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
Good of the realm.
And Gav? He's with your uncle in the Free Cities, helping Mid with her project. Sent an owl their way the moment the winds turned foul. Still waiting on a reply, though.
Do you have any good news?
Well, that depends on your definition of good.
All right,
Yeah,
fine.
greetings, Rod and I.
What do
Apparently,
you suggest we
I
do?
didn't realise I was so
no,
excited
I'm
after
just a messenger.
the epic
I'll leave the scheming
cinematic
to those
battle.
more
Well, you
suited
know, it
to the
was
task.
all right.
Could be that Lady
Fighting
Vivian and
Bahamut
Tomes
and the
had their
scene
own
afterwards.
sorts
I
of
care about the
colours for
human
things.
characters, you know. It must be me in my
Could
old
be that
age,
they
like
don't.
yourself, you know. You're like,
He certainly can't
apparently
hurt to ask.
he's some spell has
suppose
happened
not.
that the sky's falling or something. But look at it. It doesn't look that much like that's the end of the world
I
sky,
pity
is it?
those
That's
in the
just like a bit
villages.
overcast. But they're all going on about it. So that's what's happening. We're at the bit where like the bad thing has happened and we have to go and stop it. I didn't even appreciate that the bad thing had happened. Oh, it's Horny Lady.
The girls here can have Otto and Gav and Gareth and Cole and all the rest. My heart beats for another. Now, if only Lady Taya would let me into the infirmary to see him. The girls here can have Otto and Gav and Gareth.
I think she's there just so you remember the names of the characters.
Feel
Yeah.
great sitting around waiting for the world to right itself.
Might be goat has
Cause
some
you
work.
just Clive all the time.
Breakers.
That ain't Final Fantasy, mate. Final Fantasy 6 is not even a main character. Well, arguably Terra. Or Locke, I suppose, but, you know. Brothers, they could, well, see, there's not a main one.
And they won't stop until they've slaughtered everything.
It's an ensemble. What did you think of that Norwegian,
I can hardly lift my arms. The curse, it's...
You just need some rest. I'll stay here with you. If you'd like, that is.
oh, that's the lady, that's the person that woman's after. Be him,
The
actually.
injuries suffered by both your brother and the prince were bad enough.
Oh, they're alive.
But that wound above Joshua's heart is unlike anything I've ever seen. Were he not a dominant, I fear he would have succumbed to it long ago.
Right, I hope you're paying attention, Rod Knight, but that's fair enough if you're not. This is your brother. He's on the box. Well, what would be the box? That's Phoenix, right? And that's Bahamut. And they're both dead. Well, they're not dead, but they're both, like, healing from... Bahamut had no, you know, clearly couldn't control himself when he, primed, as they put it. That's their words, not mine. And we had to fight him. And then it was rather strange. Oh, she'll tell you what's going on. Vivian
That every
and her
one of your
waistcoat.
little excursions presages some inexplicable catastrophe. Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
Dude, we went there to destroy the
Save
crystal.
your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers won't break their spirits.
No
They'll be back on their
energy
feet in
source.
no time.
Kinda hurts a country.
I hope so.
Not that I'm against the environmental
Lower than a
message
pair
of
of
these
bog
things, of
crabs.
course. Very much in
Tempting
favour.
though it may be, sulking will not help us find a solution to this mess.
You believe there's one to be found?
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Let's come on. Get your pen and paper out.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock.
Someone's been
And
going
those
around
that hang
destroying
from
all
the
the
people's
crystal
necks
hearts.
cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the
that's still a
tragedy in
thing, the Iron
Twinside has all but
Kingdom.
paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It would
Oh, I
seem
don't know.
our
Waloed are doing all right.
civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to
It's a
defend
hoax.
themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Didn't you see all those learned men the other night talking about it? And not
Defending a
mentioning
farmhouse
someone
against
else
a
in
band of
particular.
chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
I mean, literally, it's a joke. No, I was making a joke. Like, it's fucking a joke, innit? In it. It's the historian, man. I've done it again. I've done the wandering around the pirate ship bit at the beginning.
Seems the hideaway's lost its appetite. Welcome back, Sid.
So buy 2 expensive drinks.
Shout if you need topping up. Oh, keep your mug handy. You look like you could do with a drink.
Oh no, it's just literally just throwing money away.
That's what we like
That's
to hear.
this is the best lesson from this game.
Knock 'em back, everyone.
Throwing
Sid's
money
buying.
away at bars and alcohol. Where all those people come from? Accomplishes nothing.
Don't be a stranger, Sid.
Let's have some more grim music if it's the end of the world.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
Let me guess. You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day, did
Let's
the
go and
gods
find
tear
out
the
about
sun
them.
from the firmament,
No?
visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he? Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will forgive me, I hope?
Certainly not. Because there is nothing to forgive. Even without this journal, you've provided us ample wisdom. And we will always be grateful for it. Perhaps Otto will be more inclined to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
I know what's going to happen. I know what we... Right. Get ready for this.
Good morrow to you, my friend.
Good morrow.
With the darkening skies, but be that as it may,
This is what.
I
Prepare
don't
yourself.
believe you've read this particular chapter before. Now this, I believe you will find most interesting.
Yay! Best bit of the game.
You wish to study the tomes?
Clive. And how could it not? But are we any better? I cannot claim.
Sylvester.
Such are the wages. Ironic, then.
Yes, unfortunately, good-natured though it may be, I don't think all these problems can be solved by a sword and magic powers, and you know, what we have on offer here.
Should I learn aught else, you will be the first to know.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That will be a
Spend all
first.
my money on bet365.com.
Actually, there are three. We had as many owls arrive.
My daughter's not a very good actor.
Martha's got a Kashik out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil.
What about Quentin?
Lugor says the village was raided by bandits.
Interesting fellow, Quentin.
When it rains, it fucking pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only two people who can.
Jill and I.
Let them know we're on our way.
Has the party changed?
Clive!
I shall do the alien reports.
Think you can help?
If I may. Oh, Vivian's got something to say again.
What will it be today? What is it that you wish to learn? I have the details here. Study it well, Clive. The state
I
of
would
the
usually
realm
read
is
all of that,
ever-changing,
to be honest with you. I can't have these luxuries on. Maybe in a hunt or whatever. What are they called, hunts? Let's have a look. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Don't want to go to any of those places. From right. Might as well do one of those things in the process. They'll probably be all near each other. They do that. They try to make it very convenient for you. Which is no good at all. No music here.
Fucking thief! If you're wondering why Dalamil's in such a sorry state, you can blame the bandits. Them and the mercenaries who are guarding the gates. Though I can hardly fault them for running. Fighting would have meant death. Did for more than a few.
Yes. Enough quips and complaints. Let's get on with it. Oh, it's our friend LeBour.
Sid, your new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried? You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
This is
All
turn up
lies,
for the
I'm
box.
sure.
Your stolas said
Jill
that
getting
Dalamil has a
to
bandit
say
problem.
things and be good.
Indeed.
As she is.
Although you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago. Any idea where they went? The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate
Bandits.
concerns.
Couldn't come up with some, like, raiders from the Empire or anything.
As if by magic. Let's just
The
say
shopkeeper
we've
appears.
yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard. Suppose we just follow the shouting.
What was it called? Vama something or other. The jaw. There it is. Well, they are just across the courtyard, so we'll see what happens there. Actually, behind me.
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandits' ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
Good job we were here.
Victor. What's he doing here?
Find out, Clive, won't we?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
She's lost her glove.
Business is in chaos. And the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalimil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costner's. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalimil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
So, you see my predicament? What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear
Let's just go and fight the bandits.
The entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and
End game
livelihoods.
content.
If only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake, he'd let them choose for themselves and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other?
When all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits.
It appears we have a plan of action.
Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
It's the end of the world.
Faces
Solve
are not
this
well known
argument
in
in a
town.
pub
That may prove useful.
between Victor and
Don't
Natalie.
worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Oh yeah, I've not even tried thingies things yet. I see why Palmer was doing so much fanning about now. Charging up his business he was. Rocks in the way. That bird looks bigger than normal. Oh, that's something. These aren't my abilities. Shambles. Rook's Gambit. I don't want that. Probably not the right thing to do this, but maybe don't need. Not sure how long that takes to. In your own time.
Good girl.
Yeah.
All right. You deserve a rest.
Just enjoying a nice bath, these goblins. Shame we can't get on. Here he comes. Here comes John Wayne. Boy. back to your scheduled piano music. Oh, it took a wrong turn. Probably should have another battlement thing on, really. Not have the Titan thing. I'll try another one of those things. Fire breath. A plume of light expected flame. It's good for staggering people, though. Can I miss Ramu? I don't know what's he got here. That's what we want eventually. We'll save up for that. To be fair, I didn't really have to stream this bit. Record it anyway. Can't wait to see that plume of light. Plume this guy. How long does it last? Only level 33 these things. Right at the end of the game. Because levels don't matter, don't tell anything.
Farewell.
Whoa! Nearly got me then, mate. Yeah, what you doing? time management flair.
We're not alone. No mistakes.
Oh. Can't dodge.
Let's go!
Can't dodge. Pick it up. Oh yeah, very good. Forgot about the never-ending plume of blue light. It's got very broad shoulders, that panther. Looks uncomfortable. Maybe we'll get a chance to... Ah, too fast for you, Annette. What you got? Hey, here he comes. Ah, he's no good at all. Cool, isn't it?
too slow. Garuda! There's more! Nice try.
Stand there and we'll have lovely scenery to look at for a couple of minutes maybe. Are you still there? Yeah, I went for various things. No, yeah, I was just thinking I was a bit tired, mate, you know, seriously. And all this, none of this is relevant to the, well, it's all Final Fantasy stuff, of course. It's not that tough. I made it look tough. I've got these new abilities from killing, like, the famous dragon in these series, right? And all it does is shoot little things. Well, you know, that also works. Like, that's the ability. I'm used to it. This is it. You power it up like that and stuff. I kind of prefer the old one. And I've still got Garuda, which doesn't do much damage, but it's good at dodging. And, I mean, you pretty much can avoid everyone with that one move. And with that, not the Deadly Embrace. When it's a large creature, it turns it into a... How do you cancel it? X. Right, there we go. Just remember that. Right, we're coming up to... Yeah, this is what we're here for. Coming up to a... In fact, I don't know if I want ridiculous dragon thing on. for this bit.
Better already.
I like the counter with Titan. There he is. He looks just like the executioner.
Forsaken soul, eh? Only those who have nothing.
Dodged it.
Show empty your pockets. Let's have some fun!
Confused by the different moves I put on. Oh, I needed that. That wasn't good. That's the wrong one. Look at this plume of light. I mean, look at it. Just look. At the same time to do what I just did then as well. Oh, the music started again. You can dodge when you put his wings up. Right, okay, it works then. That's how you do it. If you dodge when you bow more, you get your mega flare nonsense thing that comes out. Yeah. It's messy though, you know? Playing it makes you look like you're playing, makes you feel like you're kind of playing, you know, obviously Devil May Cry, right? Which, you know, if you want to see me play that, the streams of that around. No. Use two elixirs on him.
Turned outlaw. We were more similar than he knew.
We got another one person. That was an easy one. Oh, there's also, it's the end of the world, so we've got to resolve a dispute in a pub. So we're going to go back here and do that. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I think I might do this bit offline and just, you know, because it's a live broadcast. It just goes out like it's a YouTube channel. You know, it's very lazy. You know what I mean? But you miss all the good bits, man. Miss the Titan fight. Not the opening, I don't think.
Picture it, Conrad.
There's Victor. What's he gonna say?
Here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
The pleasure is all mine.
Honestly, Jill, get with it.
I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 score swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamil's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless
We won't be having any unblooded striplings around here. I can tell you that.
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
I can't believe that actually worked.
Conrad's not what you call the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Forgot I was still on here. Not on the game. I was on Twitter.
Let us band together and show these brutes that Dalamil is not to be trifled with.
Very polite responding to people on that.
Hold on! I'll have my brand.
Who were probably not people.
If you're wondering why Dalamil's in such a sorry state, you can blame the shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
I mean, it
How
may
long
still
is
be
it till
possible
you've
to
got to
hide
go?
some. Ah, here he is now.
Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill.
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is Worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it.
Thank goodness. Thank goodness.
But you needn't have gone through this charade.
I was on edge then. Will the dispute be resolved?
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not
It's funny how they do like a
She saw right through it.
a climate
I didn't
change
say it was
analogy,
good.
of course.
Merely that it produced the
A
desired
good,
effect.
you know, that's all good.
Now, my
But
scouts
then
should be returning
they go,
shortly.
oh, never mind.
Meet me back at
As
the
soon as it
Briar's
happens,
Kiss,
like
and
the
we shall see
sky
what
is
we
falling
face.
in, they go, well, let's not do anything about it. Let's just fart around
convinced our roles
talking
in
about
this
like
ruse are
commerce or
entirely
whatever in the
necessary.
marketplace. I'm sure that's not done on purpose, but if it is, then
I have no choice but to do what little I...
tip of the hat for that, but that's not what they're doing.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Oh, has it been solved, Victor?
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully
It's a
accepted
very
their new
apt
roles.
climate change analogy.
With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a
Made
move
by
doubtless
BP
intended to stretch
this
our
game.
already gossamer-thin defenses.
They're really all about
Very well.
renewables, you know, BP.
Jill and I will meet those
Have
from
you
the
seen
desert.
their recent stuff?
But what of the rest?
They care very much.
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
I tell you what,
That
for
is
a
lot of
desert
faith to
hare,
put into those who
he's
had
very
their
slow,
hands
isn't
around
he?
each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
I went. Ooh. Good.
No women folk have to welcome us.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
Turn to Cyber and take them all, Jill. One guy, one wizard bandit. You know what, Rodney? You should play Baldur's Gate.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Of course, Baldur's Gate comes out second to buy a. Well, yeah, I do. It's coming out a PS5. Should have just got that. Nearly did. You were too good to do anything? Oh, I could kill the dog, I forgot. The Sultan, apparently. Getting his hands dirty. Should think about one of his labour practices, perhaps. Kill him, Neville.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
I had to study Dire Straits for a musical qualification.
That we should hurry.
The Sultans of Swing. Check out Guitar George. He knows all the chords.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there.
Thank goodness that was
the inn
resolved.
would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
It was touch and go for a second there. The fate of the planet.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
I'd say they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Because he's a hare. Martha's Rest is a dilemma I'm actually interested in. A Hand of Titan. Oh, it's called something else now. Well, let's go and check one of those out. See what we do.
So, where did you learn the bandits, maybe?
We've not been told to yet, so they might not do anything yet.
Mummy? The gentleman of the town guard is there.
Are you looking for something in particular? Here you are. An excellent choice. Here you are. Go with Gilbert.
can't look at our potions in the fucking in here. Right. It's not that way. We'll do ourselves a favour. Going back here.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Quiet Sands, Rosaria. I'll be near Martha's. No, I won't be near Martha's Rest. Where are we going to build this ship anyway?
Did you see the pair that got hauled into Tyre?
Something from Meg Ryan. Don't know why I keep referring back to that. I know, I was there, writing me about things. Well, I was there. Enough about your disagreement. What bird is it? Oh.
Round and round the city clock, the wyvern chased the eagle. The birdie stopped to catch his breath. Down came the eagle. Round and round the city clock, the wyvern...
Lady Karen told me that you've begun dealings with the Crimson Caravans. A word of warning. Tighten your purse strings when in Bocklad. They're a few shrewder than Eloise in matters of business.
Random Yorkshireman. Right, that's all of it anyway, in here. This isn't. It's Lost Wing. Where Quinta is. Sands is round here, I think.
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales.
He's been taking them to that storehouse in the Bales for ages. I think he's just doing it for show every time Clive turns up. I don't think he's taking them anywhere.
Leave anything you...
I'll do this one though, I think.
Need behind.
I was partially interested in this one. What's that? Let's go to the hand of... We'll walk to it from here as well. We'll check out the hand of Icarus or whatever the fuck it is. See if it, because if that one does something well, the others will as well.
Sid, it's good to see a friendly face.
We'll do it next time. It's too tired. It's ridiculous.